Hey folks, welcome back to Cotswold Collectibles YouTube channel. I'm Greg Brown, owner and president of Cotswold Collectibles in Ennis, Texas. I wanted to talk to you today about a particular line we've been carrying for almost a year now. The company's name is Joy Toy, and they manufacture a line of 1/18 scale figures, machines, and accessory sets. The ones we wanted to talk to you about today it's called the Mecha Depot line. What the Mecha Depot line is, it's a series of modular diorama bases, or I would say headquarter pieces. The best way I could describe it to you is if you grew up with G.I. Joe Real American Hero in the 1980s, G.I. Joe had the pit. They had different levels. You know, they had the communication section, they had the medical section, they had the motor pool and such like that. And that's exactly what the Mecha Depot line is from Joy Toy. Again, these are manufactured with 1/18 scale figures in mind. Joy Toy makes their own line of figures, which we'll describe later, and they also make their own line of vehicles and mechs, which we'll also talk about later in another video. But these pieces, what I want to emphasize is they can be used for G.I. Joe or any other 1/18 scale figure. They're pretty well generic enough where anything can be used, any type of figure or series can be used for them. So I wanted to talk to you today about 4 sets that we have here right now, and then I'll talk about a 5th set that is coming. It hasn't arrived yet, but will be here soon. The first set I want to talk about is called the Mecha Depot staging area. Now the staging area is going to be kind of like your locker room section of the headquarters or of the military base. What this is where the soldiers, they're going to get their weapons. They're going to up armor, put their armor on, put their helmets on. You know, wherever they're getting ready for battle, this is the staging area. That's where it's going to be. This one in particular is 2 levels high. There's actually the main staging area at the bottom and the secondary staging level at the top. You can add as many figures as you want. What's really great about this, as with the series in general, is they're really affordably priced. This one in particular, we'll post the price here shortly, but I want to say it's in the $30s range. I want to say it's like maybe $33.99 or $34.99. So it's really affordably priced. It's very small, so it ships, so the shipping won't be very expensive. The next set in the series is called the medical area, medical bay, such like that. This one is really interesting. It's only 1 level tall, but it has a lot of features and benefits to make it even more appealing. There are 3 medical bays. There are vertical medical bays where the figures can go up and they can check them out. There's a medical station, a desk with the chair for the medical person and a couple of other, I think one other chair for person to be talking to them. And there's also some storage shelves behind the desk for them to store any type of miscellaneous equipment. Like I said before, this one is only 1 unit, 1 story tall. So it's priced, I want to say it's around $39.99 or around that ballpark. The next set that we have, it's called the monitoring area. This one is about 3 stories tall or 3 levels tall. The first level is going to be the storage where they can store their equipment, they can store the weapons, whatever you want to have for storage. The second level, i.e. the monitoring area, is where they have all their computers. And so that's where they have 3 computer stations with 3 chairs, and they can monitor what's going on anywhere, you know, in the world or outside the building or wherever. And then the third level is I would say it's the catwalk level. What you'll notice with a lot of these sets is they do include catwalks. So once you start putting them together, you can actually connect the catwalks as they go from one module to the next module, which is a really nice feature. Because this one's a little bit bigger, 3 levels tall, this one's in a little bit higher tax bracket. Higher price bracket. I want to say maybe it's a $54.99 price. Again, though, it's a little heavier, but it's very small and modular, so it ships a lot easier. What's really great is it comes to 3 levels, but since it's modular and you assemble it, they pack it into a really small box. Then we have the maintenance area. Now, the maintenance area is really interesting because this one is built with the Joy Toy mechs in mind. Joy Toy manufactures a variety of mechs in different sizes and shapes and colors. And so what this is kind of like the hangar bay. You know, if you want to go like Pacific Rim, it's like the hangar bay that surrounds the particular mech. And so that's where you have your maintenance team, which we'll talk about in another video, when they're working on the mech to get it ready for combat or they're doing repairs or whatever. In the pictures, what you'll see one of the larger mechs. I think it's a Fear 3 version, which is the largest mech that they manufacture. but it can also take the medium-sized mechs and even the smaller mechs that they have. Again, this is quite a bit larger piece. This one's actually 4 levels tall to accommodate the largest mechs. So this one I want to say is about $58.99, $59.99 price point. But again, like I said, it can take the mechs, which we also offer, and we will discuss in another video. The final Mecha Depot that we have coming in, it hasn't arrived yet. It's called the Observation Area. And what that is, it's an observation post. It is, I want to say it's around 4 levels tall. It's pretty bare bones compared to a lot of these other guys. Therefore, the price is a little bit, I want to say, I think it's in the $40 range. We'll post it here. But what it is basically it's 1 level, 2 level, 3 level, 4 levels. And you can use the levels for, part of it, you can use it for the catwalks to connect to the other modules, or you can use it for an observation post. You can use it for a machine gun post or just whatever. It's very fluid in the design, so you can make it what you want to make out of it. And we're hoping to get these in the next couple of weeks. So basically that in a nutshell is what the Mecha Depot line is from Joy Toy. We really love them. They come in and they go out. So if you see one of these that you really like, I would go ahead and suggest that you go ahead and get it, because some of these were down to the single digits on them. So they're selling really fast. So anyway, that's the first of our series of Joy Toy. In our next video, we will be talking about the Joy Toy mech sets that are also 1/18 scale. And we'll just see you then. Thanks.